Well, hello. It is I. I am here half hour late. You know, I know. I am pretty much always late. However, I always get Tuesday and Thursdays confused because one starts at 2 and one starts at 2:30. And there's a reason for that. That is, I'm trying not to interfere with some of my other resellers' friends' entire sale. However, I get it mixed up. And then today, my partner had to take all the packages except for some jewelry boxes, which I will take in a couple days, probably tomorrow actually, to the PO. But being a half hour late, no. Hi, Deborah. I don't like that at all. It's not cool. So I'm going to change Tuesdays and Thursdays to always be 2:30 so that my poor little brain doesn't get mixed up. Oh, Deborah, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful day here, absolutely beautiful. And I have a cool thing. No one's here. Maybe when you watch on the replay, you'll hear this. So I've been talking about this bobcat that, we're seeing in the daytime walking right by the side of the house. And we've been seeing up on one of the main, dirt roads, maintained dirt roads, in between my first driveway and my second driveway. Well, we have now seen it 3 times in that area. So I figured out it's got babies stashed up there in some downed logs. And so it's coming out like that in the daytime so boldly because it's hunting. Because all the other animals up here, birds, etc., have babies. So I'm like, wow, double reason to not mess with this particular bobcat. I mean, they're like the size of a juvenile mountain lion. And then the other thing, I often just throw scraps of food, like some leftover bread or a little bit of lettuce, right kind of over my little hillside down to my driveway that goes down to the creek. And the last several nights in a row, a possum, probably with babies hanging off her because she's super fat, has been out there around 11 to 1 in the morning eating chomp, 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 chomp the bread and stuff. So I have never seen this much wildlife up here, but I got to tell you, I'm loving it, but keeping my distance and the dog big time. So Tuesdays is no longer household. I got all that packed up. My God, I'm so glad I had help. I had boxes that weighed 20 pounds, but people paid like $1 or $2. So, the shipping, they're still paying a couple dollars a thing. So, but wowzer. So Tuesdays, I was like, what am I going to do with Tuesdays? How am I going to make this work? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it with Tuesdays. I'm always left with inventory that then it piles up in this box and that box and over there and over here. And I have to put it back. I have to sort it. And I'm always getting new inventory in. So Tuesdays are going to be a fast starting bid, no description in the chat, of items that didn't sell the week before. And I'm just going to go through them. Boom, boom, boom. There may be some items that I pull aside because as I'm showing them, I'm realizing, that needs to be fixed. Or, well, that usually, that's worth a lot more. Or that's worth less. Or I like that. Or I want to test it. Or whatever. But otherwise, yeah. So, and I can't reduce the prices enormously because it was all buy it now, cost average this particular round, but it will still be reduced. So hopefully y'all like that. I am Lucinda. I am chronically late. I have a problem. I do. I have OCD and other things. So a lot of things that I'll just dovetail in to make my life just manageable. I live in Northern California. That's where I ship from. I thank you, Deborah. I did this week bill out after 1 week of jewelry. So that's all going to be shipped tomorrow. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go back to 2 weeks, even with just jewelry. And that way you can really stuff a box. You know, I mean, it's just jewelry. It's not household. It's not heavy. I can handle it. Again, it's going to save you on shipping, save me on time. Not a big deal. I've got a system down, to track things. So if you bid, and I don't know you, hi, Jessie. And we all have things. Yeah, we all have things. We all have so many things. It just was easier to manage when I was younger, I think. So if you bid on something and you win, and I don't have your information, I need by tonight, because I've had to reach out to a couple new people in the last few weeks and remind them. There's my email, mscwalker@att.net. I need your YouTube name, your real name with shipping address and zip code, and your PayPal email. That's how I bill. I ship using Pirate Ship. I do my best to cheap shipping. I do my best. Inexpensive shipping is always a thing, but it's not as much a thing with jewelry. Yay. And I am going to get to the point where it's just the little priority boxes, and then it's just a straight price up to a certain amount of weight. Even better, right? Okay. I think I'm ready. Y'all ready? I don't think I missed anything. But knowing me, I might have. So if I did, say, hey, you didn't talk about whatever. How do I deal with that? So I have a question for y'all. If anyone is here that was here and that would know, I think I know, but it doesn't, it's okay. These are new, not the ones my grandma made, but new. Made in, I'm not sure what country in Africa, the continent of, rolled paper beads, necklaces with seed beads. They are fabulous. They are fun. They would be so good with the whole layered look. But I had them in, see how long they are? I had them in my sold box, but I didn't write down anywhere where they were sold. So therefore, I was like, maybe they were a gift. Maybe I threw them in when I was doing the tabletop clearance. Does anyone have any remembrance of this? I will put them aside until my next sale. These are fabulous, and and see if someone lets me know. I think I know, and if so, it's too late. That box has already gone out, and it was a free box. Yeah, okay. And they are, one is about, geez Louise, 3 feet, and one is about 4 feet long. And they're so cool in terms of art. If you bought both of them. Yeah, Deborah, I may do that, but more than likely what's going to happen if someone doesn't reach out, I think I know where they went. I'll just bring them back next week, and they will be pretty inexpensive, but they're so fun. And the fact that they're hand rolled is fun. Thank you, Deborah. I need extra brains. Okay. So this is an item that someone, so this is a thing. This is an item that someone changed their mind about and asked me to remove it from their invoice. I talk about how if an item is ever defective or it's not what I said it is. It's not diamonds. It's not sterling. It's not the right size. Something legitimate when you get it. You can always return it. No questions asked. I will pay for the shipping and refund your money. But please don't place a bid and then 2 weeks later change your mind. Because that's a lot of things. So this is now going to be a starting bid of 9. And like I said, I'm not going to do huge descriptions. Tuesdays is going to be fast, so I can get through a lot of stuff. 9. It is the woven, or loomed is really more appropriate. Dark green, bright, clear seed beads with black and purple southwestern look, 2 closure toggle bracelet. This took a good couple 3-4 hours to make. It is a size 6.75. It's beautiful, and this whole style is very much the boho and layered look is very much back in. So it starts at 9, and like I said, I'm not going to spend time. So I'm going to get another box. And if someone comes in late and does a quick rewatch and is interested, put it in the chat. It is. Thank you, Deborah. It really is. And I was the person who claimed it was actually really excited and really liked it. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, you can't change your mind. I mean, you can, but think before you bid, right? Because it's everyone's time and money, and someone else might have wanted it. Who knows? Okay. These can go kind of last. Let's see. Okay, this is something I didn't show before. This is something I got for free. It is modern. It is not the type of thing that I deal in, but it's still nice if this is your deal. It was, does it have a hang tag? Oh, it's actually, it's actually nicer than I thought. It is an Ann Loft, so that's not bad. It's a necklace. It is these rhinestones and other stones. I like the colors. Set on clear plastic so that it doesn't really, see when it's on my neck, the plastic doesn't really show. I just usually deal in vintage, like real vintage. I mean, this is vintage. If it's Loft, it's vintage. It's just very well made. It's just not what I usually, and $3. This probably costs $20, maybe $25. It's well made. And Loft is a good brand. It's just not my thing. So it is about like that, about 16 inches. Matches the shirt I've got on. Okay. It's going aside. It would be great for a grandchild. It would be great for an adult if that's what you wear. It's just that's not what I wear. So I love this piece. I'm not sure why. And I'm not sure why this didn't sell last time. Looks like J. Crew. Yeah, but it's Ann locked. The hang tag is locked. It's a nice piece. It's just not what I usually deal in. So this is a very sweet necklace. This is definitely vintage. It's on cord. Probably 60s from the way that the plastic black beads. It's all plastic. But it looks like stone. It's got the twisted gold tone spacers in between down at the bottom. Then it has the brass oval, the round red, which is supposed to look like carnelian, and I'm sure this is supposed to look like an onyx or a, I think it's really pretty. It's very lightweight. Hold on, sorry. These carved plastic to look like natural substance with the twisted gold spacers in between they're lovely. And then at the bottom is that. It's a very nice piece, 1960s, maybe early 70s. And it is about 22 inches. And this would be great with another black or red piece layered right here, and or just alone. It's a good vintage piece. Okay. Not going to spend time on a lot of stuff because, I'll bring it back later. Now, this is what didn't sell last week, but that doesn't mean that later on I won't bring it back at higher prices or, because I will, or lower, or however I want to do it. However, it seems to be the right thing to do. Oh, okay. This is a starting bid of I love this. I really do love this. I just don't need it. So do know that I don't only have plastic. I don't only, I have all kinds of everything. This is spectacular. This is vintage. This is that opalescent glass. This is a very low price for this. Let's try to make it. So when it's like this and the light is blocked, you can still see the pink, almost like a ring of fire coming through. Like that. There's a lot more green hues. It is blue, baby blue, circles, and a rectangle. Super well constructed. In fact, I'd go with 60s on this piece. That's a guess. It has a toggle, and I've talked about this. I think the toggle is newer. It's shiny. It doesn't match up with the rest of the construction. So I think it probably had just like a shepherd's hook that got lost. But it's a great summer piece because it catches all, it's almost like dragon's breath in the light with all the different colors that go through. Not quite, because dragon's breath is much more fiery, but it's a statement piece. $19 starting bid. So if you come in late, I don't do recaps, and this will all come back around. I mean, I can't have inventory that I don't sell, and I'm just got a lot of inventory, and I'm getting a lot more. And length. Oh, Deborah. Deborah, I'm trying so hard to move fast. It's like, thank you, Deborah. See, I told you I needed another brain. I need more than one. Length is, it fits with the toggle me 7.25. So, and that's up here. Therefore, I think it could go down as small as a 6.75, and then it would hang more like here as it went up and down your arm. 19. There you go. And I don't know. I may have paid more than that, but I cannot keep inventory around. So Deborah's in at 19. And thank you, Deborah. Anyone else? I'm going to give you fair warning. You would need to come in at 20 or higher pretty much right now. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you. I was like, I don't know. I think I had it last week at 25, maybe. I'm going to start you a bag, Deborah. Thank you. Well, there's been a lot of boy, girl, person. There's been a lot of really great sales going on lately. Yeah, jewelry sales. I've been watching a lot of people, and oh, well, maybe you did, or also, you know, I usually bring so much stuff that I think it's easy to like walk away for a minute and miss a couple things. Sometimes I spend a long time on stuff, but I think it's pretty easy to miss stuff. Okay, this is a starting bid of $24. 1970s. Fantastic. You know, and I'll tell you what, I put this together as a set because, you know, then you're more than halfway there. You just need a necklace. And I did, I remember, I said I was going to test these to see if the middle silver tone was actually silver. Didn't do it. So come on, computer, internal light. Catch up to me. Catch up. They are hoops. They have wonderful copper end caps. These are really well done. And they are brass, copper, and I didn't check if that's silver or not. I'll tell you how wide they are. And then I put in this wrapped. I always do this with this piece every single time. I think it's brass, not copper. Bracelet is just a throw in. I mean, so you're paying for the earrings. But these are artisan made. I'm sure in the 70s. They're a little heavy. They're really well done, and they're an inch in diameter. That ear doesn't work. I need a little earring model. Again, they're really nice. You know, I think from what I've been watching lately, I wish I could find a necklace that matched this wrap, and then it would be a whole set. Of course, then it would be more. But just the earrings are worth $24. They might be older than what I'm saying. I mean, like older, because they're so well made. Um, I think unless the copper is pretty spectacular, that copper is falling out of favor. Unless it's like the 1950s Renoir or something, I'm not seeing a lot of people buying it. Our fads go so fast. What we like, what we don't like. Okay. This, you know what? I can't do this at a starting bid of less than I brought it last time. So I do have this incredible carved rondelle on copper, old Italian yellow bumblebee look necklace. It's really beautiful, but it would start it would start at $38. I brought this really at a cost average last week, knowing that, hopefully everything would balance out and I would make more than I actually paid for it. It didn't sell. I'm okay with that. If someone's interested in that starting at 38, tell me, I'll show it. Ma, the good Lord, Rivoli bar pen. Starting bid of, and I know today I'm not talking, I'm not telling all the stories, I'm not, entertaining you as much as I so often do. But I'm trying, there's, 3 sales is a lot of jewelry, right? So if I'm going to get through this in a matter of time in which my back is going to tolerate it and y'all are going to want to be here, then, this is so beautiful. This is extraordinarily low price for this. There's only one reason why I can bring it for this cheap. You see the cut of the crystals? I can't recall. I'd like to Google it. If this is Austrian crystal or if it's just the way they cut the glass. Comes up to a point. It's encased gold tone in a point. These are quite old and they sparkle like crazy in the sun. This is probably, I don't know, anywhere from the 50s to early 70s. I think I might Google it because I'm thinking it's perhaps like Australian crystal. It's 3¼ inches long, and the largest pointed raised Rivoli stone is 2/3 of an inch. This is gorgeous. You put this, I mean, it's huge. You put this on your shirt and go out. Boom. Boom. So, This is extremely low, and it will not come back at this price. It can't. I mean, I got it in a lot, so I can offer it low. But I also know that, there's stuff that needs to come back higher prices, and I'm going to start listing in a store. I have an assistant lined up, and so a lot of these pieces, they're just not going to come back. I'm looking up Rivoli. I just want to see Rivoli glass jewelry. I want to know. And of course, let's see. Somehow I've gotten into like the complete wrong thing. This is not, I got into a maker instead of the actual jeweler. That's crazy. Hi, Lulu. How are you? How did that happen? I'll get there. I just want to, as long as we're at that. I'm curious. Anyone else curious? I'm always curious. How's it going, Lulu? No. Rivoli jewelry often refers to two distinct styles: food-shaped pendants, yeah, right, or faceted, pointed back Swarovski crystal stones. So that's Swarovski crystal for $17. Swarovski, I knew it was a really high end. Yeah, it's really high end. So next time that shows up, it's going to be at like $35 if I don't just go ahead and list it. So get it while it's hot. That would be my advice. Lulu, I just seriously, I knew it was like something. Good Lord. Lulu's like, show that again. I honestly, I got it in a lot, and it's a bar pen. Small, medium, large. Pointed. It's 3¼ inches long. Gold tone. Swarovski. I mean, it's heavy. It's beautiful. It's a rollover clasp. It's a really good deal. Yep, unmarked. But unmarked. But these are, I just Googled Zen. Hi, Zen. What's going on, Zen? Zen, I just sent you out a box. Zen is in at 17. It's it'll be like, wow, when you wear it, it'll pop. And you could wear it straight up and down. You don't have to wear it sideways. So I am going to, someone would have to come in at 18 or higher pretty dang quick, or it's going to Zen. How are you today, Zen? Screaming deal. Nice. Very, very nice. Let me start you a bag, Zen. I appreciate it. Yeah. So then you may have been there or you might not have. I don't know because I'm always late. And I'm going back to doing 2-week build-a-boxes instead of I invoiced everything out for the 1 week at the 1 week. But I realized since it's just jewelry, I don't need to do that because so much fits in one box and it's not heavy, so it's not going to bother my back. The crazy weather, yeah, 100%. It was like springtime and gorgeous here and all that good stuff. And then the rain came in and I had to go up to the coast to get groceries and didn't go till pretty late and looked for the whales because I'm off the Mendocino coast. Didn't see any. Have seen spouting this year though. And it was freezing cold wind up there, and I'm just like, what, and today is like mixed, and tomorrow there's more rain coming, so whatever. Life. Hi, Becky. How's it going? This is a gorgeous necklace. Starting bid. How are you, Becky? Your box went out. Thank you for paying right away. You didn't have to do that at all, honey. I'm so happy that it's going to be. I think you're really going to like it. I couldn't believe how heavy it was, but I think you're really going to like it. This is totally cool. It's older. I don't believe it's sterling silver. This is glass. But I did just get on. Oh, that was a random earring on there. Good Lord. In these older seed beads, it is very small. I did just get my new testing solution in. So if it doesn't sell, I'm going to test it. It's just this part. And it has these. Yeah, fantastic. It has these little kind of marks, but I think it's more, see right here, I've looked at that because it seems impressed in there. I'll look one more time, but I've never been able to figure anything out about it. And if it doesn't sell, I really should test it. I know it's older. Well, yeah, there's definitive something on here. Definitive something. So I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'll show you. See that? It's so worn out. I can't make it out. So I don't know. 15, and it is short. It is literally exactly 14 inches. And I would wear this the opposite way. Hold on. I would wear it so the toggle was in front. Or maybe on, well, then the glass is gone. maybe on the side, and I would do a layering with it. Okay, so we're moving on. Moving on. Thank you. Oh, we're moving on, but I'm putting this over here with my stuff to be tested. Boom. Okay, what's in here? Ooh. I don't have a lot of this type of thing left. And what if I just... I need to find more. I need to buy another lot of it. It never goes out of style, and I know a lot of resellers out there. If it's AB coated and it's 50s or earlier, this kind of thing sells for, they would be asking 30. Well, 30 now, 35. This is a really nice one, the way they have the pieces there, and the stones are pretty large, graduating sizes. And then just single has the classic. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, honey. Shepherd's hook. And in essence, has the ending stone. So you can supposedly use this as an extender any place you want. And like I said, it's tied on me. It just fits. It's 14 inches. So if you have a small neck, look at the sparkle. It's a good one. I'll show you the back and then I'll move on. Don't do recaps. Yeah, the acorn bracelet, it's sitting over there waiting for me to pack it, Deb. Sorry. Isn't that cool? Prong set. Huge stones. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? There'll be more. There'll be more. You've been around me long enough to know that I come up with all kinds of different things. But that acorn bracelet, again, if I didn't have so much jewelry. Okay. Starting that. I love these. Totally 1970s. They are very heavy. They are solid. Solid. Gorgeous. It's actually, these are some of the heaviest bangles I've ever had in plastic. They're heavy, thick, and this one tiny spot, I'm going to tell you what that is. You can't get rid of it. It just is, but no one's going to see it when it's on you. It's the only thing. I'm pretty sure that what someone did, really popular in the late 70s, 80s, someone stuck a pin to see if it was Bakelite. And then when it wasn't, they threw it back to the Goodwill or whatever. Now, why the heck they didn't at least do it on the inside? No idea. No idea. Bright primary orange and yellow. Fits on me if I want to keep pushing it down. So, and I don't. So I would say they're size 7. Size 7. And each one of these probably weighs like 3 ounces. Think summertime. Okay. These may need to go in a plastic sale that I'm going to have soon. Plastic Fantastic. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Look at my new earrings I got from Tanya. I don't often buy items for myself, but I bought these for myself, and I'm really glad I did. They're sterling silver. They're totally lightweight, and they're so fancy. So it's going to be animal print, inset, enameled, hinge bracelet, $8. I think I brought this either at the 10 or 15 buy it now last time. It does not have a maker. Animal print, all the 80s has been back for a while. We're starting to trend a little towards the 90s with the layered look, etc., but we haven't entirely moved out of the 80s. Look at that. Instant fun. Pretty lightweight, not annoying in any way. Fits me with room to spare. So I would say 7.25 to 6.75 if you want it loose. Yeah. 7.25 to 6.75 in ladies is in. So 6.75 is the top of a lady's small. Is that helpful, or do you want, then would you prefer that I measure the diameter? I can do that as well. That might be, I think sometimes people are more familiar with that. So it's just a touch less than 2.5. Yeah, it's just a touch less than 2.5. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a hair less than, so I wear a 7.25 and it's just a hair. Oh, you need up above my size. Yeah. So you're saying, then are you saying you wear a 7.5 because you wear almost a 3-inch? Is that what you're saying? Because this is a 7.25, almost 2.5 inches across on the inside. I don't know if that helps, honey. I'm sorry. Okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. Thank you for asking. This is going to be, you know what? We're going to be up by it now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Zen. Yeah, way too small for you. That's what I was thinking. You need some of my copper bracelets. $2. Totally 80s. So 80s. Simplistic, kind of a la Blondie. you know, what you see is what you get. Totally blunted. Keep me hanging on the telephone. And it's small. I woke up in the morning. It is 7, size 7, $2. Pamela. Yep. Then I'm with you. So it is sold to Pamela. Thank you, Pamela. And hello, Pamela. Thank you. You know, I figured out something else that I could do if I really wanted to do this and then go back later. I could just be starring all the items that sell, and then after the sale, going back and writing everything down. That would make it go faster for all of you. But it would mean I would have to go back and do it again. So I haven't decided how I feel about that. These are really cool. These, I hope I didn't put them over there because they needed something. No, these were my mom's. So these are much older. Most likely bought at a trading post. They're really, really good. I always try to show you both and then focus on one. So these were likely Native American made, 70s, possibly pushing into the early 80s. Silver tone wires. Now, my mom was an artist and did a lot of all kinds of different art, but and we did do beading together, but not this type of beading. And they are about 2 inches long. They're pretty and very lightweight. Very lightweight. Yeah. Miss my mom. This is just not, I mean, they would match what I'm wearing. It's not entirely my style. They're not my style. Just, you know, I have so much of her stuff. And my dad's. And my grandparents. And. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get into a whole thing about this, but it's so hard when you are dealing with family history and deciding what to keep and what to get rid of, that you are now the keeper of that history, especially if you don't have dozens of children or grandchildren. So, yeah, it's a thing. I'm going to do choice, buy it now. what is that? No. Well, good. My computer wanted to tell me something. Oh, Becky. Yeah. Yep. There you go. So these are fabulous. And I'm pretty sure this chevron pattern with the clip-ons. What is my deal? Wait a minute. What is my deal? Hold on. This is really interesting. Why is this so confusing? Oh, there you go. Oh, they're just, wow. You know what? I'm not including these in this. There's also a maker's name. I'll look at them in a minute. So there's just 2 pairs. Wow. Because the minute I was like, couldn't open them and I was realizing how fancy, I was like, wait a minute. Here's the gold. They're post. No defects. Very lightweight. You know, 1980s, when the hoops were starting to come in, maybe 90s, but I think earlier, no marks. They are a big hoop. They're probably that 1.5 inch. I can tell you for sure. The other ones are huge. 1.25 inches in diameter. Really nice gold tone earrings. No blemishes, despite being around this long. And I can tell by the posts that they're older. And then the other pair are a little more modern, and they're the big hoops. They're not 2000 modern, but back when hoops were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I like how this holds them on. These are lovely. I see Pam is in for 2, and they're 2 inches across, and they are buy it now. So Pam, let me Pam, which one or ones did you want, honey? Again, I got a lot of things in. Excellent. Good choice. I like them both a lot. So Pam took both. Pam took both pairs. Thank you, Pam. So now, Pam, you need a bag. Pam, the gold ones don't have backs. Is that okay? Do you want me to put backs on them? Earring backs on the gold ones? I don't know exactly what type of backs I would have, so it would be a crapshoot, but I do have them. So let me know if you want the backs. Yes? Okay. Add backs. Okay. And your bracelet can go in the bag. Yay! See, I have these big, big organza bags that I bought on accident, but I turned it into something fabulous. Okay, I will put some kind of gold backs on them. Okay. Now, I'm going to get to the bottom of what these are that all of a sudden I realized how fancy the opening of them was. And then they're, Monet. They're Monet. And they're chevron, and they have this type of really strong clasp holding that I've never seen in my life. It's got to be a unique patent to them. I'm thinking these are 80s because they're hoops. I don't think they're 90s. Chevron. If I could spell. In the starting bit on those, they're really pretty sweet. Look at, so this is what I want to show you. First off, look at the chevron. It's just gold tone, but because of those, the chevron and the fine lines, and it's concave, comes to a point, it makes it look silver and gold in certain light, just because of the way the light plays off of it. They are this big, and then the Monet. Ugh, that's going to be hard to see. Let's see if I can. Yeah, very interesting, Becky. The Monet is right there. It's hard to see, but that says Monet. And then these, look at this. See, I was confused at first. I was like, wait a minute, that looks like a necklace piece. What is going on? And it was hard to open. Like, these are stiff. Once they're on, see how stiff it is? I don't think these were ever worn. Once they're on like that, they're not going anywhere. Really interesting. I honestly, anyone else ever seen this type of closure? I mean, you could wear these with pierced ears, no problem. I've never seen this before. They look like real gold, too, with the chevron. I didn't test them. I can't imagine they are. It's costume Monet. I've never seen gold Monet. I could, bite me in the ass one day saying that, but I never have. 3/4 of an inch wide. And Pamela is in at 6. These are so cool. I love it. So someone else would have to come in at 7 ASAP. Got a lot to go through. Fair warning. 7 or more. Oops. Come on. I know I can type, and I'm not doing it to delay. I'm just literally trying to type. Thank you, Pam. They are really I'm going to make a line because I've written so much that it's confusing. I'm going to confuse myself. I'm going to take a quick photo. I'm just curious about these. Thank you so much, Pamela. Really want to do a dive into them. I can't even. Let's see. Just because I've never seen. There you go. Never seen anything like them. And this is a moment for me to learn. Okay. Well, I've got another one of these. What was the other one? I don't remember. These. I'm going to go with 7. I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyone else have bobcats with babies living on their land? Oh, God. How dangerous are they when they have babies? So these are essentially the same as the pink and black with green, but these are white, black, and gold with these gold tone spacers at the bottom. Same pattern. So these were not my mom's. These came in a different lot. They just happened to be similar. 1970s. These would go with your gold necklaces. No problem. They match my hair. So $7, 2 inches long. You can always claim later in an email, but I honor prices for 48 hours, and then after that, I do whatever I need to do, or so this is a little thing. It's been hanging around. It is probably a 1980s hobbyist piece. Is that's my presumption. So buy it now. There's nothing wrong with it. It's cute. It's just not my style, but that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Fact of the matter is, it's not my style, but I appreciate artisan made items. And this one, the glaze and the painting on it is really good. I suspect this person did a great job. Those are Johnny Jump Up or pansies. I suspect this person had a very good side hustle going. Either in stores, they could be earlier, they could be 70s. Either in stores or at the flea market, or mailing. It's so hand painted, high gloss glaze. And then the back is a yellow clay with this brooch put on. It's a white yellow. So probably somewhere back east, based on the clay type, not California. And it's pretty big. And it really is very nice. For $3. I think it's a good deal. It is almost 3 inches long and 2 inches wide. So it would be great if, you're going to a ladies' tea in San Francisco, or wear it on your hat, your summer hat. Yep. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Okay. Thank you for looking. I wouldn't drop it. Not that people run around intending to drop jewelry, but I wouldn't. So remember, I don't do recaps, and at any time you can go back and put your speed on double time, see what you missed, and drop it in the chat and ask me rather than emailing me later. These, I've talked about these. I have dropped the price enormously. Oop, but it's not up on there, and it should be. Boom. These are probably, because they're AB coded, they have to be, mid-50s. If they weren't AB coded because of the long prongs on the top like that, they're called fingers, I would be saying 30s. But AB started in the 50s. They're very large, and then they're clip-ons. Here's the front. These were probably very pricey at the store. Originally, they're very well made. I'd love to see the necklace that these came with. And they are going back to like the copper color. They even left that open to let light into the top stone. And they're really nice. About an inch long. And starting bid of $9. It's an excellent price. And if someone doesn't hurry up and buy these, I am going to figure out a way to turn them into pierced earrings with the top and the bottom, and I'm going to keep them. So someone better hurry up and purchase them. I rarely cannibalize any kind of vintage, but this is, I love the chain mail with those. So I don't need earrings, but I really like them, and I love the top with the long prong fingers. So yeah, I will be doing that. Okay. Okay. Whoa, what did I just touch? Nobody knows. Starting bid. And I'm doing this on Tuesday, trying to clear out inventory, but these pieces will still come back again. This, again, I've talked about this. This is the third time I've shown it. It's too small for me, or I would actually keep this piece. The red is a cherry red, like Coca-Cola cherry red with pink and black. Very wide, beautiful native Southwest pattern. Tiny little seed beads. Look at the edging. It's got 2 toggles, 2 different sizes. It doesn't fit me. See, there's the color the beads are. It's really nice piece. It would go with silver or gold. And it's going to be a 6.75 or a 6.5, depending on where you want it to hang. Boom. It's really, both of these bracelets are absolutely gorgeous. And I have a huge copper tone with purples and lavenders and all that seed bead. I think it's about 2 inches thick belt from the 1970s, if anyone is interested. Yes, totally art for your wrist. It's much older. And I mean, you have to feel this, but it's done so tightly. I mean, these are very well made, or I would not be bringing them up. The fact that this and this one have lasted this long and are in perfect condition, it's not because they're new. They're old. They're just made so well. Maybe I need to do like seed bead drop sale, or I'll just list it. There's a whole bunch of people out there who would very much enjoy having those. Let's see. I've had this for too long. J. Crew, very collectible, but nobody seems to want this bamboo yellow with like a hint of mustard yellow, gold wrapped, enameled, solid bracelet. So I have finally, Millie, what's happening, lady? The J. Crew is right there. These are, extremely collectible, but I have brought this so many times. So now it's just to buy it now for $5. Melly. Melly. Well, Melly just bought it. Melly pops in and she's just like, Melly. And it's a, Melly, just so you know, it's a smaller size. It's heavy. I don't know why. It's 2.5. It says 2.5. Oh, fantastic. It says 2.5, but here's the deal. I have a small hand. I mean, my fingers are short, but it's not like a big hand. It says 7.25, 2.5 inches, but it's not going to go down. So it's more like, I would go with 6.5. So it will fit you, because I know you have smaller fingers, smaller wrists. Thank you, Melly. I appreciate it. How's it going, Melly? How's the weather where you are? I hope that it's getting warm, but not hot. Warm, but not hot. That's what I like. About 74, 75. Yep. I this is this is really cool. This is like, again, there's one thing in particular that's incredibly cool about this. And if this doesn't sell at this price, it's going to be coming around in an advertised plastic fantastic sale. That is not plastic there. This is original. This is not reproduced. Inset rhinestones. There aren't any missing. The red beads that are just screaming at you are plastic, faux pearls, but look at these red rondelles. And they're not really a rondelle because they're a ball. Here's the middle. Look at the bottom. Look at the red inset rhinestones. They shine like crazy. I've never seen these in red like that. And the reason why I say the rondelles is because I'm used to them being just the little ovals that are like a spacer. And it is 3 strands, and they go all the way up. If nothing else, I swear to God, cannibalize this and use those red rhinestones. I have not checked if they glowed. I should check that. It's, thank you, Millie. It's a shepherd's hook. Doesn't have a name. One would think Japan. Inset rhinestones right there. It is on cord. That's a clue to the age. It does have a 3-inch extender, and it's really well made. I mean, even though this is plastic with faux pearls, this is quite old. 60s, 70s, and I'm thinking right at the transition 60s, 70s. And I still think it cost a pretty penny in a department store. I would hate to have to cannibalize this, but I think I'll bring it to a plastic fantastic sale. And then if it doesn't go, I will cannibalize it. Look at it when it's on you. It goes down with the extender fully extended. It goes down to about 20 inches. So it could be also like this. So I think there might have been kind of an idea with the way this is concave like that. Like, I'll show it in a second. Native American deer hide collar. So you want to see the back of the pennant. Oh, yes. My hair is over here. Sorry, Melly. It does have that flower right there. I mean, but I don't know. Melly, if you know anything about this, hit me up. I love it. So there you go. This, I mean, because that does, because it's so shiny, it looks like, oh, it's really modern. But I really don't think so. And I'm in love with it. Maybe I should just wear it. Who knows? I'm going to put it to the side and decide what I'm going to do about it. I could see wearing that in the summer. I'd probably blind people. Yeah, but it does. The back has, instead of the older, really nice puddling, the really nice, not the metal work and soldering, it more has, going into the 60s, 70s, the wash of silver tone or the wash of gold tone. And it's inset instead of prong set. So there you go. Okay, so this is going to be another buy it now. Again, I've had this so long and I'm just like, blah, Why? I don't know. It's very similar to the J. Crew, but it's not J. Crew. And I originally started out with these quite a long time ago as a pair. And then I gave up. See how it's so similar? And this is, enameled, baked on. And there's no maker. There is no name. And actually, this one would fit on me. So, but I would have to put it on and then, get it up. I would go with size 7. And 90s. It's a nice bracelet. $4. $4. Nobody. This one's probably going to me, since I just realized it will fit me. Okay, thank you everyone for being here and helping me clear out items from last week. I think that's like. Does everyone like this format for a Tuesday, and then Thursdays and Fridays are, my higher end, and Fridays buying but some chatting? Let me know. Tell me in the chat. Yes, I like this. No, I hate this. What did I like it, so I hope y'all like it. I have dropped this down by a few dollars. These, as far as I know, these still are trending and still are totally popular. As far as I know, where's my brooch holder? I still like them. I still wear them. Copper enamel brooch. Thank you, Pamela. This one's really, it's on the smaller size, but I really like the moss colors. There's a lot of these with the design that, it's nice, it's interesting, but it's kind of almost redundant. This person did more like kind of a sponge. There's blues, yellows, greens on black with some red. It's done over, that's not copper. There's copper, but it's done over red. It's an artisan piece from the 70s. This was very popular. And see, they put a black and then a red coat over the piece on both sides. To create this. And it's got a lot of depth. It's a little camera shy, but it's pretty nice. Oh, did I say pendant? Melly, did I say pendant? Did I really? Melly, it's a brooch. Melly. Oh gosh, if I said that, I'm so sorry. It's a brooch. However, I don't see any reason why you could not have a long necklace and put both of the thin chains there and put this in the middle and then let it flare out again. But it is a brooch, and it's just camera shy. The moss sponge kind of painting is not coming across super well. I remember artists that I knew in the 70s on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley who did this type of sponge painting work that is 1 1/4 inches in diameter. Yeah, and I wish I had a chain, a thin chain right here, and I would show you all what I mean. You could just put the thin chain through and let the brooch sit in the middle. Yep. I put a pendant? Melly. It's not, Melly. Oh my Lord. It is a brooch. Sorry. Melly. Thank you, Melly. For me, yesterday was a really long day. I mean, what does that matter? But for me, physically, it does matter. And I'm moving really fast for me. So there we go. Needing a village to monitor my brain. Needing a village to monitor my brain. Now, here I want to say, I am saying resin, but it's some type of acrylic. Resin is probably not the right word to be using at all. So please ignore me. It probably just needs to say plastic. Acrylic. Oh, really? Yeah, the sponges. Yes. Yep, the spongy. Yep. The red on enamel is Nelly. I didn't know that. I'm used to, that's the first one that I've ever had that has that red on it, the red coating like that. I'm used to it just being straight copper because that takes a whole extra step to put the black and then the red and then do the painting. That means there was multiple things going on. And this is the first one I've had with that. Thank you for that, Melly. Melly always has such great information. I love these. And ignore the resin. They're acrylic. The green has little blue speckles like robin eggs. These have got to be 80s because of the pastel. Ignore my nails. I've been growing out the powder that I've been doing for years to give my nails a rest, and they're almost gone. almost gone. Isn't that a beautiful light purple? And then this just pops. And they're almost shoulder dusters. Almost. They're about 2.5 inches long. And they're not super heavy. I think they're beautiful. Pamela's in for 8. I look at that. Again, matches what I wear. So Pamela's in for 8. Fair warning. I would need to see a 9 or higher pretty quickly, or it's going to sell to my friend Pamela, which is fine. I like Pamela. I like all of you. Pamela's been around for a while. Thank you, Pamela. These are now, what can I say? These are something I would wear all day long. Thank you. Thank you. They will go in your bag. Pamela is getting some good deals here. Zen got the Rivoli bar pen for pennies on the dollar. That's what Tuesdays is kind of all about. Oh, so let me show you what I mean when I was discussing the red rhinestone balls. And they are, the way they sparkle makes me think that that is a really high quality than the red plastic faux pearls and that piece. Let me show you what I am thinking that the designer may have had in mind. In copying. And this is a hard one to price. I'm pretty sure I'm pricing it lower. It's a hard one to price because it's going to take the right person to buy it, but I know what I'm looking at, and I remember these growing up. So this is leather, worked buttery soft, braided. Not just braided, but like quadruple braided. It's super fancy. I don't know. Is that what it's called, Melly? I'm not familiar enough. And then see the ending is also buckskin. These are plastic beads, but that's not unusual. And this is a natural material. Carved. Each one is carved perfectly. And you've got the plastic and the gold spacers. And then there is antler. Ooh, my computer decided to brighten things up. Yay. That is a piece of antler with a hole in the middle, carved. It is a Native American collar piece. Is that what it's called, Millie? And I remember as a kid in the Bay Area, actual Native Americans were on the street. Native Americans were artists on the street and telegraph. Let me move my hair completely. And there was also just a lot of kind of people who moved to the city and lost souls roaming around. And this was something that was worn every day back then. Just normal wear. It's absolutely beautiful. I will, Melly. Hold on. It's absolutely beautiful. It is a piece of history. It is very clean. It's been around a long time. And, I want to say here that, people are very used to, do I have any on? I don't have any on. But people are very used to Native American sterling silver, turquoise work. Well, that was something that was done, but it was also started and really pushed out and became like the big thing through like Harvey House. You can look up the history. But, originally, Native Americans just had natural substances to work with. So they had bone, they had deer antler, and they would trade for beads. They would trade for other things. And so using something like plastic beads, that wasn't weird. That was what they could afford. So it was bright and shiny. It's red and black and gold, with the bone. Typical Native American Southwestern, bone. They were everywhere in the 70s. Yep, exactly, Melly. So that does not mean this piece is invaluable. In fact, it's worth a lot more than $33. They had to get this hide and work it and tan it and, do all of that. So let me see if I can show this to Millie. So there's that. And there is, let's give this a moment. Millie, you have a lot of Florida natives, right? So quite a bit. I'm only just starting to learn about this. Is that a square stitch? It looks square to me. Like in rows of squares? Is that the idea, Millie? The back shows it a little better. There you go. Yep, peyote stitch. This is, honestly, I'm saying 70s. And they were everywhere. But this could have been made in the 50s or the 40s. It's just that everyone wore them in the 70s. It's lovely. So, yep, very traditional. Thank you, Millie. So think about it, y'all, because this is a piece. I don't know that I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to set it aside and research it. And it likely is going to go into my box to be listed where I can get its value. Deb, I like you even more. Like you even more than I already did. Yeah, it was, so Native Americans were 100% wearing them. But then the hippies also, would trade things. barter and get the collar for whatever in the heck it was that they were making or they had, or, yep. Look at, if you care to, you can go watch old film festival footage. Not the naked dancing ones in the mud, but other from the 60s and 70s, and you will see men and women with those on everywhere. As long as they still have their clothes on. Okay. I love this. I don't know. I must have brought this for too much. This is going to be a buy it now. I love this piece. It's a buy it now. I honestly, I love it. So right up there is, I have a sleep. This is one big non-traditional house. It's a sleeping loft. And I have boxes and boxes and boxes and plates and bowls of jewelry that I just keep hoping there's going to be a day when my back isn't killing me, when I'm not in a fibromyalgia flare, where I have time, where I can sort all that. I have so much jewelry and I don't need more. I just, and I've said it before, the good part about being in this business is I can wear something and then I can turn around and sell it later. So that's great. But the problem with me is I squirrel it up there in my stuff and it never comes back down. So it's not a good idea. I excuse my allergies. When I sniffle, I have the pine trees I got in my car yesterday when we went up the coast to go to the grocery store and look for whales. Yellow, bright yellow on my windshield. So this is the clasp. It is 3 chains, just gold tone, costume jewelry, probably late 70s. Super shiny. And then this is on the back. Why is this on the back? There. It has this rod, orange to red, little pieces hanging. So let me show you the whole thing. And it's pretty long. It would make a great layering, which is the new, that's what's seeming to, layering seems to be what's coming back. Layering. Super lightweight. I love this piece. And it is probably about 26 inches. It's just a fun, nice piece to layer with something red, something gold, something orange. And you know what I've never done with this piece? So let's do it. I'm looking to see if this glows. I mean, the red and the orange yellow is supposed to. Hold on, I'm trying to see myself first. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, so 70s. Anyway, that's what it is. It's very lightweight and it's really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, Melly, coral would be perfect with this, right? It's the gold. Look at how this gold tone shines like nobody's business. It looks like gold. It's in perfect condition. And it weighs nada. Okay, going down. Going down now. Going down. Going down now. Does anyone know what that song is from? What group? Just what group? I'm going to blow my nose lightly. Sorry. I didn't take my leave today. I was running around. My partner left and was trying to finish this and get that done, and he was trying to help me do this and do that and blah blah blah, and I needed to take a shower and I forgot to take my Claritin. Yuck. Have to do it later. Oh, well, Melly, why not? Melly, I would like, thank you, Melly. I would like to see, oh no, Melly, it's a buy it now, honey. You don't need to go to $9, it's $8. Oh, no. No. Oh, it is a buy it now, $9. But Melly, I'm going to sell it to you for $8. You are such an enormous help, such a good friend and a mentor. I know, Melly, but just indulge me. I want to sell it to you for $8. So don't argue with me. Don't. You might lose. I cannot imagine, Millie, you and I getting into something and butting heads. I think that both of us would hold our own really well, and we'd probably wind up coming out of it agreeing, like on whatever we disagreed about, and being even better friends. I cannot imagine. It would be a hilarious argument. So I'm bringing something entirely different that is not something I brought to one sale. Yeah. And then so let's see. Okay. So this is interesting, but for any of you antique vintage button lovers out there, these are fantastic. It's your choice for a button at $5. And has anyone here seen, Melly probably has, from a certain person, reseller, and you see them other places, button cards, where if you're not actually using the button, you make cards with the buttons and put them in a box. That's right. That's right. Melly, say that again. This, I'm pretty sure this is Victorian morning button. It is glass. It is spectacular. Look at the carving. And it's glass. It's carved on the edges. You can see it and feel it. You can tell by the back. It's an old, like something over copper embedded metal piece. You see the concave? This is beautiful. It does not have any coating. That is just the glass. I believe it's Victorian. It's absolutely stunning. And I wish it would show the, I'll show you the back in a minute. Yeah, there you see the carvings. See on the back, see the little pits all along the edges? That shows the quality. It's a high quality. If you had it in your hands, you could tell. And the age of this button. So that's one. That's about a little over an inch in diameter. This one is a steal at $5. The lights are blowing this out. Hold on. See that? How in the middle it comes up to like a little point. This again is Victorian. Sorry, it's got fingerprints all over it. Coat button. Oh yes, these are definitely a coat button, or the smaller one could be a dress. Look at the inside of that. And this such good shiny glass. Millie's in at $5 for a choice. So someone could come in at $6 or higher. Yeah, these are old. They're beautiful. I've always loved buttons. I've sold a lot of buttons, but I've always loved buttons. This one is plastic, and I wish it wasn't on this card, but this is probably Art Deco. Look at that. It's got metal going through the middle. And to me, this is either arts and crafts or Art Deco. It's not Bakelite. I tested it. Might be lucite, but it's very thick. And it's kind of a mauve color. This right here is deliberate on both sides. And that's metal in the middle. Isn't that cool? And the back has more of that, I don't know. It is painted, it is spray painted the same color, but it is metal. Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Oh, yes, Gigi. Yes, hold on, my sweetheart. How are you, Gigi? I'm so glad you came in. Yeah, but it's totally an acrylic. These are blue glass. Look at that. Blue glass. Wouldn't those be fabulous earrings? Lord have mercy. And they glass back. They do have a seam. So they're a little bit newer than the black ones, and look at the shine you're getting. They're gorgeous. Wow, wonderful earrings. Wonderful. A little bit better. Okay. So nobody wants to come in at $6 or more. I'm going to say fair warning. And Gigi, honey, I'll get back to you in a minute. And then haven't shipped your item. So, okay, no one's coming in at 6 or better. This is a steal for antique buttons. It's 5, all 5 buttons. Melly, there's so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. Yep. Melly. So Melly wants them all. They're one of those things you just want to put them on a card, put them in a shadow box, put a button with a pair of gloves, with a pearl necklace in a frame. I mean, in your vanity. I love them. Melly, I did not know you liked buttons, honey. So that's 25. They are so good. So, Melly, and then I'm going to get back to Gigi. I want to put these in a I need to separate them. So give me a second, y'all. I'm going to put these together in a bag. And you all know I've said this many times, but please remember that I recycle all my plastic bags and whatnot. So it might say gift, $20, $50, $10. That doesn't have anything to do with the item I'm sending you, because how stupid would that be? How stupid would that be if I paid $10 for the item and then I asked $45 and I'm sending you the bag where it tells you that I paid nothing and I'm asking you an outrageous amount? No. So Melly, I went ahead and put these all in various different things in this bag and tissue paper. And then now I'm putting it in another bag because now that they're sold to and they're just such precious glass, I am making sure that it doesn't bang around with my other stuff and get banged up before you even get them. Okay, Gigi. Hold on, Gigi. Okay. Gigi, I do still have that piece, sweetheart. You want to look at it? Melly, you need to do button cards. Look up button cards. So, Gigi. I do. Gigi, you're not Native American, are you? I have no idea. I don't think so. And you don't even have to tell me that. Do you remember these, Gigi? This was started at $33. I'm so glad to see you, Gigi. So there's the antler piece. And that's the bone. What I learned from Melly. Peyote stitch. So soft. It's been around a long time. Oh, Becky, that's great. You have Cherokee roots. There you go, Gigi. Somehow, I don't know. I've never seen you. I've never met you, but I've always kind of wondered that. And where'd that come from in my brain? I don't know. So, Gigi, if you were interested, it's $33, honey. And it just, it depends on how tight you want to make it. You know that. But the goes all the way back to here. Or it could be looser down here. Just depends. Well, it's yeah, you know what? Genetics are weird, right? Blonde. Now, I wouldn't have pictured you as blonde at all, Gigi. Melly. You got Melly saying all that. Melly, you do not have to mod for me. Gigi, I bet you're gorgeous. And I'm glad you're feeling a little better. How's your husband, Gigi? So if you were interested, Gigi, you would need to put in 33. Otherwise, Zen is interested. So speak up. Oh, wow. Wow, Melly. Now, I see it in you too, Melly. I think good. Your husband's taking care of you. Okay, so does anyone want this? Does anyone want to put in 33 or can I move on? Yeah, you guys. Guys and gals. Dolls and, I don't know. What would you say? Dolls and, I don't know anymore. I can't make that work. Okay. Nobody's putting in 33. Zen is. Oh, Gigi, how long is it? Well, yabba dabba dub. I didn't say. So that's a good question. I didn't say. So the carved bone coming to the antler like this is 12 inches, but then the peyote stitch leather cord is an additional 5 inches on each side. So that's 10 plus 12, 22 inches altogether. But because it's meant to be a collar or maybe right down here, unless you have a very large neck, it's just a lot of extra deer hide peyote stitching. Guys and dolls. There you go. I was thinking guys, but I had just said you guys and gals. So I was trying to come up with something snappy. Dolls and I don't know. I don't know, man. So, Gigi, I'm going to say fair warning for Zen. Fair warning. And if you don't come in with a 34, it's going to Zen. Zen, you're taking it before I can list it. Okay. Sorry, Gigi, honey. I hope you didn't want it because it's being sold. Okay. Thank you. Excellent. And yeah, it's okay, Gigi. Thank you, Zen. This piece is amazing. Even if you just display it, you wear it once a year, in the summer with a tan and, a low cut tank top. It's pretty sexy. If I do say so myself. Go out there and attract all of the people. I put it in a red bag. Seriously. Swimming pool, movie stars. Mm-hmm. Swimming pools and movie stars. a little drink or a on the rocks or a virgin something. Just hang out under umbrella. Oh, you were asking about, oh, hold on. Bead earrings. Oh, honey, that was, I'm sorry. So, I think these were like, let's just go with a starting bid of $9. So I have the black, white, and gold ones with the gold spacers on the end. And you could choice starting bid at $9. And then the other pair, Gigi, these were my mom's. And they're green at the top, pink, black, gold, and it's not really a gold. It's kind of like a bronze with white. And there you go. Okay, Gigi. Gigi. Thank you, Gigi. $9 a pair, honey. So, which ones did you want? Did you want the ones with the gold, which are really flashy and make them very modern? Or did you want the ones that are definitely the 1970s ones of my mom's from a trading post? Both pairs? Well, Gigi, thank you, honey. And I haven't mailed out your jewelry box. So that means that I can put them in and I don't need to charge you more shipping at all. So I will just add them to your box and get it out, in the next couple days. Thank you, honey. Thank you. And I have one pair in this little bag. I'm going to have to hunt around for another little bag. I'm not going to do that now. I ordered the, ooh, look, I found one immediately. Thank you, Gigi. I have so much family items. I just don't have space. Thank you, Gigi. So I'm going to bill you, but I'm going to put these over here so that I can get them shipped out with this last order. So once you pay that invoice, then I'll do the whole thing. Gigi, is your husband okay? Has he found a heart yet? Gigi? Everyone could send our friend Gigi good thoughts, good vibrations, prayers, whatever it is that you do for herself and for her husband, please. I would appreciate that, and Gigi would appreciate it. Very much. A lot of stuff is going on, and a lot of us are isolated, and takes a village, even if we don't know each other, we do know each other. We're all human beings. And, yeah. Good. Good, Gigi. This is really sweet. It's just one of those, like, probably 1970s Woolworth pieces. Little heart locket with the picture in there. We all had these, right? You put your little photos in there, carry it around with you. It's still in really good shape. It does not have, I say that as I can't close it back up now that I opened it. Yeah, come on. It's me. It's me and my brain. There you go. Snapped closed, no problem. And then, I love you too, Gigi. And then, it's on a really fantastic chain. It's I guess it's okay. It's weird. It's not quite just a normal round chain, but it's not. Yeah, it's a little different. It's hard to explain. So, and it does have a extender, inch and a half, lobster clasp, and it's short. It's probably 16 inches. And it is what it is, but it's just sweet. Belcher, Melly with the words. Melly, it's amazing to me. So this is going down. It's amazing to me the things that you know and that you have retained. Belcher chain. I know a lot and I know how to describe it, but you know every last little detail. I don't. And some of that is because I never learned it. It didn't seem relevant somehow, sometimes. And there you go. Belcher. Then also, when we're ended in 2013, it caused mild traumatic brain injury. So there's things I'll be looking for in my brain, and my brain will not. It's just like, yeah, I know it's different, and I know it's cool, unique, and I know it's and that's it. Like the file folder connection is missing. So if I spent, a whole day thinking about it, I'd come up with it. But at the time of the sale, I can't do it. Melly. Oh, Melly. You're killing me. Melly. Bless your heart. Yeah. No, Melly is excellent, Gigi. Melly is excellent. I'm always learning from Melly, and I know a lot, but Melly, because Melly deals in a whole nother higher level than me of, sterling silver and gold and incredible antiques. I am constantly learning from her, and I'm only just starting to dabble my toes more and more in those water. So some of the stuff I have no idea the name, because I never used to sell that. I mean, I did sell high-end department store items in the 70s at the flea market, but it was just, a sterling silver chain with a astrological sign or whatever. It wasn't, it was new department store. So I didn't need to like really go there. So my brain is being expanded and I appreciate it. Melly, Melly, you spend, I listen to you. You spend a lot of time in that rabbit hole researching. Yes, you do. You come prepared. Yeah, glue a photo in there. Boom. So this is extra cheap. Extra cheap. No, inexpensive. Cheap. Inexpensive. It's incredible. It's got 2 places to put the toggle. This is the toggle. Those are individual black beads with white seed beads. It's like a DNA helix. Seed bead, and it shines and shines. It is so good. Imagine making this. It's solid. Well, it's not. It's hollow in the middle, but it's incredible. Yeah. Yep. Melly. Look at that. So these black, shiny, circular, long beads, definitely vintage. Look at this piece. It's so pretty. This took hours. Yep. Well, they're glass beads, not plastic. Yes, 100% glass beads. So depending on which toggle I want to put it in, this is about 18 to 19. And if I put it in the second toggle, it would go up to 17, 16 inches. Isn't it gorgeous? Even from back here, I got to turn my phone up, but even from back here, you can see the shine. Hold on. Sorry. Boom. Gigi's in for 21. Isn't it just, it's so pretty, this thing. I love this. This is a piece that I got in a lot, and I have been so tempted to keep it. I can't imagine how many hours it took someone to make this, and someone would need to come in at 22 or higher to beat Gigi. It is made on cotton thread. It is made on cotton thread. It's crazy. I'm telling you, Melly. And you can see once you get it, if you look in there, you can see the light shining through. Yeah. So I'm going to do fair warning. My timer just went off. Fair warning. Oh, so pretty. Fair warning. Have to come in at 22 or higher. Gigi, this will be so pretty with your green eyes. Yeah. Beautiful. Gigi. Beautiful. Thank you, Gigi. Another item, bill you. And then, so you know what I'm going to do? Gigi, let me ask you. It's so pretty. Gigi, I know that you just paid for the one invoice, but do you want me to put these items and invoice you out right away? Or do you want me, I need to put this on here. Do you want me to do another 2-week build a box and then invoice you again and include what you already paid for with some extra shipping? Gigi, let me know, okay, honey? Because I can invoice you right away and get it out to you within a couple days, or I can do another 2-week build a box with the items and then invoice you. So let me know what it is that you would prefer. Okay, so that was really good, y'all. I literally went through more than half of, and this is really, that's too expensive. More than half of the items that were left from my sale that I was going to bring. I'm going to close on these earrings. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Whatever is the cheapest. Okay, Gigi. I'll probably then go ahead and bill you and add like $1.50 to shipping. You know, it won't add, no, it would add like maybe $1 because, yeah. What did you buy, Gigi? Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and invoice you and get it out so that you can enjoy it. So I am going to close with, yes, it can add up. So, but I already charged you like a standard shipping. So I would add $1 for shipping and just go ahead and get these out. So, you know, Melly ships heavy stuff. So do y'all, I had 10 people and it dropped to 7. I was going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to close on a giveaway. All right. I'm going to close on a giveaway. And I'm going to write a number down. Okay, the number, me too, Becky, thank you. I'm glad as well. I am going to write, I have written a number down. Not I'm going to, I've written a number down. Put in numbers from 1 to 15, and I'll tell you if you want the giveaway. It's very, I mean, I would be selling these for probably $14, $15. They're absolutely gorgeous earrings. Just keep going, y'all, until we get the number. I'll let you know. Oh, it's 1 to 15, Melly. Just 15. 1 5. Y'all are way too high. Melly. 1 5. Oh, stop. Very good. That's so good. Look at that. Gigi. 5. Gigi got it. Gigi was the first person to put in 5. And right after that, Melly put in Q5, which was dang close to a 5. And you know what? These are great for you, Gigi. These are I think these are actually sterling silver wires. These are freshwater pearls with these beautiful pink glass flat circles. And then look at the bottom. Those are pink bevel cut, don't ask, crystals. Look at that. They're pink. These are going to shine everywhere. You can wear wires, right? Or you can give them to someone. These are gorgeous. Gigi. Fantastic. Congratulations, Gigi. If I can type. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just putting that up there. Hey, y'all, if you could give me a thumbs up, I would love it. Tell people about my channel if you enjoy what I do. That would be fantastic. It's so good to see all of you. It always is. I am going to go rest my back. Probably, have a little snack and then dinner, bed, blah, blah, blah. Keep the dog away from the possum and the bobcat tonight. And Gigi, I used to. And I'll be back Thursday at 2:30, Friday at 3. That's California time, Pacific time. So, Eastern is 5:30 Thursday, 6 o'clock Friday Eastern time. And I will be bringing new jewelry. Thank you all. Love you. See you later. Be nice, be kind. Doesn't cost a dime.